In another universe, Spider-Man and Black Widow have found happiness, but the Marvel Universe doesn't forgive happiness, because every time Peter Parker believes he's found peace, the universe reminds him that love is the driving force, and this time, it's going to cost him everything. Welcome to part 2. Before entering the story, please click subscribe, like and share to get more videos. 1. After the wedding, the calm before the storm. Marriage changes Peter. He becomes more careful, more tactical, more afraid, not of death but of loss. Natasha notices it immediately. Spider-Man hesitates now, pulls back when danger escalates, and Natasha Romanoff knows something Peter doesn't yet understand. Fear doesn't weaken heroes, it exposes them. Enemies begin watching, waiting, learning patterns, and somewhere in the shadows, Hydra is listening. 2. The return of the Red Room. The Red Room was never destroyed, only buried. A new faction emerges led by women trained to replace Natasha Romanoff. They don't want her dead, they want her broken. Messages arrive, old trigger phrases, ghost names from her past, and Peter sees it, the cracks forming in the woman he loves. For the first time, Natasha begins pushing Peter away, because she knows what's coming, and she refuses to let him die for her sins. 3. Spider-Man makes a mistake. Peter does something he's never done before. He goes to Nick Fury, begging for help, begging for protection. And Fury says the words Peter feared most: "If they can't get to her, they'll get to you." That night Spider-Man is ambushed, not by villains, but by memories, holograms, recordings, footage of Natasha killing. The Red Room whispers, she will always choose the mission. Peter survives, but something inside him doesn't. 4. The argument that changes everything. Peter confronts Natasha, not with anger but fear. He asks her the question he never wanted to ask. If it came down to it, would you choose me? Natasha doesn't answer, because the truth terrifies her. She leaves that night, not to abandon him but to protect him, and Peter Parker is left alone, again. 5. The capture. Natasha walks into a trap. The Red Room captures her willingly. They don't torture her body, they torture her purpose. They show her Peter's injuries, his near-death reports. They give her an ultimatum: return to us, or Spider-Man dies. Natasha realizes something horrifying. As long as she exists, Peter will never be safe. 6. The final sacrifice. Peter tracks her down. Too late. Natasha has already made her decision. She destroys the Red Room facility from the inside. Fire. Collapse. No escape route. Her last message reaches Peter mid-battle. You taught me how to love. That's why I have to leave. Spider-Man screams. The city hears it, but Black Widow never comes back. 7. Spider-Man after Black Widow. Peter Parker doesn't quit, but Spider-Man changes forever. No jokes. No hesitation. Crime drops to near zero, not because criminals are arrested but because they are afraid. The Avengers notice. Steve Rogers says quietly, "We lost him too." Peter keeps Natasha's ring, always, because letting go would mean admitting love killed her. 8. A hero who survived love. Years later, Spider-Man stands alone on a rooftop. The city below him still breathes, still screams, still needs him. But he is no longer the boy who once swung through these streets laughing at danger. The suit fits tighter now, not because he's grown stronger but because time has weighed on him. Every scar beneath the fabric tells a story he never talks about. He is older, tired, still Spider-Man. The world moved on. New heroes rose. New wars were fought, but some losses never age. Every night, before he answers the call of the city, he checks the light in the window below. A small apartment, a quiet life he never imagined for himself. Inside, a child sleeps, his child. Peter Parker never planned to be a single father, never planned to survive the woman he loved, never planned to explain absence, sacrifice, or death to someone who still believes heroes always come home. But life never asked him what he wanted. He raises their child alone. He learns patience the hard way, learns how to cook badly, learns how to smile even when grief tightens his chest, learns that love does not end when someone is gone, it only changes shape. Sometimes, late at night, he hears her voice in his memory, teasing, warm in a way no one ever expected from Natasha Romanoff. She never wanted redemption, never asked to be forgiven. She only chose love, and that choice cost her everything. When the child grows old enough to ask about her, Peter tells stories carefully, not of the blood, not of the missions, not of the final moment when she made her choice and never looked back. He talks about courage, about standing up when it matters, about choosing what's right even when it breaks you. And one evening, on another quiet rooftop, he kneels beside them. The city lights reflect in a mask that has seen too much. He says the words softly, not as a slogan, not as a legend, but as a warning written in loss. With great power comes great responsibility. The child nods. They don't fully understand yet. Peter hopes they won't for a long time, because power isn't what destroys people. Love is. Some people are saved by love, pulled back from the edge, given a reason to keep going. Some are destroyed by it, crushed by the weight of what they cannot protect. and some, like Black Widow, are redeemed by choosing love, even when it costs everything. The wind passes, the city calls. Spider-Man pulls his mask on one last time for the night, not because he wants to be a hero, but because someone once showed him that loving the world means being willing to lose everything for it, and he will carry that lesson for the rest of his life.